Welcome to Odd Shark's NHL Christmas Miracles. Josie, before we get in, are you a Christmas person? Like, do you like Christmas?
Of course, who doesn't?
Me, I do not like Christmas. I don't. It's not my jam.
Why not?
I don't like, I'm going to sound like Frank Costanza, and you're going to think I've got aluminum pole over here, but I don't like the over-commercialization. I don't like all the decorations. It's not my thing. Give me my family, a dinner, and a crap ton of gravy, and that's my Christmas. That's it.
Yeah, you got me on the gravy for sure.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're going to talk about some NHL Christmas miracles. We got 3 each, and we're going to go through those. Do you want to go first, Josie? Do you want me to throw my first one down here?
You throw it at me first. Scrooge.
Okay. Thank you. I prefer Grinch. That's the term that I prefer, because that if I have to watch a Christmas movie, that's the one.
Okay.
The original. None of this garbage Benedict Cumberbun or whatever his name is. My first miracle is the Toronto Maple Leafs miss the playoffs. We've heard for generations that the Toronto Maple Leafs making the playoffs is good for the game. You know what's good for the game? Having other people in the spotlight. Not having like the Arizona Coyotes or the New York Islanders in the playoffs regularly is bad for the game because you're not growing those franchises. So no playoffs for you, Toronto Maple Leafs.
Now, Michelle, I think you actually have my Christmas list to Santa, because that's on my Christmas list as well. That the Leafs miss out on the playoffs. So that's strange. No, I'm going to bounce off you there. My first one is to let another Canadian team win the cup for once. It's been 30 years. You got 7 Canadian teams, 7 different fan bases, and we've just been dying for one. My Habs came close in 2021. It was the peak of my 24 years of existence. Nothing will ever top it. Not my firstborn, not wedding, nothing. So I think us Canadians deserve it.
Yep, I get it. Living through 1993 was a good time. It was indeed a good time. Although I was in like grade 2 when that happened, but still, good time nonetheless. Although kind of not, because they had to go through my New York Islanders. So, you know, whatever. But I get it. I don't want to keep hearing like, well, this is why taxes are too high no, this is why you're not winning because taxes are too high in Canada. Get that garbage out of here. They win a cup. My second one is kind of like that. We're going to riff off each other here clearly. Conor McDavid goes somewhere else is my Christmas miracle. While this isn't pro-Canadian team, I guess, because you're taking him away from a Canadian team, but this guy needs to go somewhere else than the Edmonton Oilers. They've missed the playoffs 3 times in his career already, and it looks like they might miss it for a 4th time. You can't have a guy who's averaging almost 2 points per game not to make the playoffs regularly. He needs to be SWAT team extracted out of Edmonton and put anywhere else. Josie, you're probably going to say in Montreal, I imagine.
Yeah, he's more than welcome to come to my Habs. I'll give up the whole team. We'll just play with McDavid. My next one, I'm gonna get a little serious here, but the NHL desperately needs a new PR team.
Oh God, yeah.
Desperately. Because clearly the NHL solution to all these advocacy opinions is no advocacy at all, and that's not probably the good side of the fence to be on. Like even the Marc-Andre Fleury trying to wear that Indigenous heritage mask to support his wife, and they were kind of like, don't do that. I'm glad he did it anyways, but there's a lot of hockey fan voices that are being silenced, and I just think that they need to not do that.
Just see the New Jersey Devils for their Pride Night have a Pride jersey, and they're going to wear them. They're just not going to wear it on the ice, right? So they went like, well, actually, they went super nerd, and they went, aha, well, we found the workaround, Gary Bettman, bam, bam, bam. And so they're still going to wear their Pride Night jerseys.
Yeah, I don't understand the point of all the, no, we're not going to talk about anything, but.
Exactly. Well, on this, Gary Bettman, third miracle, needs to be fired because not only, like we said, the advocacy in the league and speaking to a wider audience isn't there, but we're basically a sneeze away from another labor stoppage. Just constantly, forever and ever. And as long as he's the commissioner, we're a sneeze away from the labor stoppage. He needs to go. You look at other leagues like the NBA. Oh, I'm so jealous of the NBA's commissioner, Adam Silver, because he gets it. The inventiveness, the creativeness, the in-season tournament. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I wish we had something like that, but we don't because we have Gary Bettman. So he gone.
Well, if we had the in-season tournament, then maybe the Predators could throw up another useless banner. Well,
Yeah.
they're like, please.
That.
Okay, my last one. I'll go on a little bit of a more holiday cheerful note. Spent a lot of time in Europe. I live in Europe. My boyfriend plays hockey out here. I think the NHL needs to designate spots for the Fnatic supporters like they do in Europe. You go to European games, they have the home teams and they're banging the drums and they're constantly chanting and singing and doing who knows what, honestly. And then even the opposing team has fans doing the same thing. They're having like rock band battle offs. It's a lot of fun. Gets the crowd really pumped. And I think teams like Arizona could use that in a mullet arena.
Mm-hmm. So the Islanders have something like that, and it is fantastic. And that's why I love that fan base so much. We've got songs like Josh Bailey had his own song because he wasn't scoring. It's like, hey, Josh Bailey, I want to know, did you score that goal? And it's like, no, he didn't because he wasn't very good. But once he became good, finally, it was, how did you score that goal? It's just, we need so much of that. Basically, we need creativity in this league because it's boring. You're boring, NHL.
Very boring. I know, the passion needs to come back.
Exactly. So that's our 3 Christmas miracles that we've handed out to the NHL and you NHL fans. Comment on what you would give to the NHL as a Christmas miracle. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you, Josie, and to you at home listening.